Hi. This book here, I got back way before the internet. Late 80s maybe, early 90s. Before eBay, before Amazon. I had a book search company looking for it for years before I finally got my hands on it. It's a photo journal. Edward Billy Myers and the Pleiades, principally Semjase. It's not my objective to convince you, just to show you if you have an interest. There are tons of sources on YouTube covering Billy Myers. This particular book, at one point, way before eBay and all that stuff, sold for $800 at a New York auction. One person bought 24 copies of it when it first came out, and sold them all for $400 a couple of years later, $400 a piece. You can find this if you go on Amazon and type in UFO Contact from the Pleiades. You can find this book and most of the other books I'll be presenting in this series. This particular book goes for around $180 right now, and I'm going to go through it with you. I will be going through this in little bite-sized pieces so the videos aren't that long, and I'll be uploading them. Subscribe, hit the little bell so you'll see when a new one is. But I want to give you the full book. Now, this particular picture was a series of pictures coming in. If you can picture that going outward away from the tree towards them two hills. There were several pictures taken in rapid succession. The significance of this landscape is the ground there by them bushes is the top of a hill. Down below that goes into a fairly steep valley. Now, it would have been nearly impossible for a film crew with cranes and all sorts of situations to, especially when you see the craft coming in the series from different, just picture like 7 or 8 photos, the first one being farther out and then they're getting bigger. Billy Myers lived in abject poverty with a family of several kids and a wife. They lived on Social Security, had one arm. Their only mode of transportation was a little motorcycle bike, a pedal bike with a motor on it that he went to his contacts. And they lived on basically Social Security because they only had one arm. He had an old 35mm camera and an 8mm video camera. Is how all this was captured. None of this was digital. Pre-Photoshop, pre-eBay, pre-Amazon, pre-digital age. His principal contact was Semjase. And according to Billy, very beautiful blonde human from the Pleiades, star cluster of around 500 light years from here. She appeared in her early 30s, but was actually around 350 years old because they live a lot longer than us. Her father, Ptah, was around 1200 and some years old. We too are still far removed from perfection and have to evolve constantly, just like yourselves. We are neither superior nor superhuman, nor are we missionaries. We feel duty-bound to the citizens of Earth because our forefathers were your forefathers. Semjase, Pleiadian cosmonaut, February 8, 1975. Most of these contacts took place from 75 through 79. And I'll explain more as we go. I want to tell you that Billy Myers never profited from these books. He didn't produce these books. people that investigated, the principal investigators, two of them, Lee and Britt Elders, produced these books after their investigation was concluded. Look for the next video. There should be a link below when it's up.